Hi everyone, welcome to HRAI. I'm privileged to be around such an esteemed panelist. I have Kamal with me, Shilpa, Riddhi with me, and thank you all three of you to be the part of this forum. The topic of today is attrition control, the role and play the role as well as play it has on various aspects of individual's life, be it health, be it wealth, and be it the mental psyche. So we have specialists amongst all in all the three areas. We have in health, Shilpa; in wealth, a financial coach, Mr. Kamal. We have Riddhi, who talks about, he's a mental practitioner. She has been a TEDx speaker. And I have a lot to say about Kamal as well. He has been internationally available all throughout. I was just going through his LinkedIn profile. It was massive. I mean, I was totally impressed. So I'll just come up to the question. I just want audience to be a little curiositive, to make them a little curious about this topic. I just want to hear it from you, all three of you, Shilpa, especially you, that how would, now to you, Shilpa, that how did attrition control plays a role in a corporate as far as health is concerned, since you have a business of Shilps nutrition or kind of thing, right? So can you put a light on it, please? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nikita. Yes, my company's name is SHILPSNUTRILIFE. And yes, as you rightly said, health comes before everything. I would put it that way. So nowadays, if you see the work culture, the working hours are not fixed. And I mean, I would say an employee spends more than half of his life, at least 10 to 12 hours in the office. And coupled with a lot of metabolic illnesses, if anyone is suffering, then of course the productivity, handling that kind of stress definitely impacts an employee's health, and thereby it has an impact on the company. So yes, if an employee is very healthy, at least eating healthy and takes care of his health in terms of fitness, then he is in a better position to manage stress. And at the same time, the teamwork also, because many places a lot of teamwork is involved, and he would be in a better position to make decisions. Also, if there is deadlines extended or working hours extended, the person will be in a better position to deliver better. As it is rightly said, you are what you eat, and the same works with the mind too. So whatever you eat, your mind will work accordingly. So yes, I would say if a person keeps himself or herself absolutely fit, that is definitely going to show on the organization. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Shilpa. Kamal, how about financial well-being of an individual?
Okay, so we all know that, whenever a person leaves a company, there is a counter offer given to that person with a higher raise. Okay, so which means what? Most of the people, when the reason of leaving the company is growth. They are referring to the financial growth. If we are able to tackle that particular aspect, it becomes easier to control the attrition. We always, focus on what we receive, okay, as income. If I'm looking from the employee perspective, what I am getting is a focus on. If I have to really focus on building wealth, it's not what I get, it's what I'm able to retain, what I'm able to keep. Okay, so that a skill, that is money management skill. That is something which has never been taught in schools and colleges. And now most of the corporates are realizing the importance of it. And they want the people to be able to manage their entire household using the salary which they receive, so that they never feel empty. Now, if I have to give an example, let's say if I take this mug, and if I try to fill it, okay, it would be full, right? But if there's a hole, what will happen is it will drain out. So I have to, again, let's say if I'm filling water in this, I have to turn on the tap and I have to increase the speed. The more and more water I'll fill, I'll get a feeling that it is full, but it will not be full, because the moment I turn off the tap, the water would drain out. What is important is to fill those gaps. And that's what, when we conduct session for corporates to control the attrition, I talk about how they can manage with the existing money so that the attrition is also controlled. And add to it, as Shilpa was also talking about person's health, what they eat, but everything, behind everything is money. And if I want to, if I'm not able to afford to eat healthy food, it becomes a problem. So again, to talk about the stress part also, if a person is not having enough money, the mental health, emotional health, physical health, all are impacted because of that financial health aspect, if that is not balanced out. That's from my side.
Thank you, Kamal. So nicely brought out. Riddhi, over to you. So it's all mental.
Absolutely. I would say mental and emotional both. Yeah. Because, and do we have a choice not to address it, Nikita? That is the question. Yeah. Because for an employer, it is important that employer looks after the employee, because in the corporate world, half of your life is, half of the day, I would say 60% of the hours are spent in the office and 40% at home. And if the 60% are not taken care of, the employee's personal life and professional life both is hampered. Now, for an employer, usually in my 16 years of experience, Nikita, what I've come across is that my research says that the employees find it many a times emotionally draining, stagnancy in their workplace. They feel that there's a gap in understanding from their immediate managers or the bosses, the higher pyramid. They also feel very stressed sometimes, reason being some deadlines, the half-yearly reports and audits and all. And as rightly said, Kamal, when the finances are not put properly, the stress levels are high. Now, it is the responsibility, I would say, of the first line managers, the first managers from the employee's first reporting manager is the right word. So it's the responsibility of the reporting manager to understand the employee, because at the end of the day, if the employee is not able to do enough work, or if his or her productivity is hampered due to any of the mental health issues, the organization's goals are not achieved. Here, they have to be a little flexible in terms of understanding the employee, not merely saying, hey, you need help. No, that is not something an employee would ever ask for. But it's just that creating a very informal and sustainable relation with the employee would work here much better, because there you'll be able to support the employee more than needed. I understand it's difficult for bigger organizations and MNC. Hence, the first reporting manager has some responsibilities on head to cater to the mental and emotional health of the employees. Why I say it? Because at home front, the employees are not able to manage, because after all, our society is patriarchal. And when the head of the family, the breadwinner, would say that, hey, I'm not feeling good or I'm stressed, the family goes haywire. So hence, the emotional and the mental issues are not addressed at the family front. Hence, it's a double responsibility of the employer to look after, to support the employee and not have the employee changing the job often, retaining, because after all, you have trained that employee according to the level of your organization. So how about supporting the employee at mental and emotional level and retaining it rather than letting him go?
Oh, that's great. So I just want to say, we should retain health, wealth, and mental psyche as an individual. So all three are very, very important. It's just the human, way of dealing with it. And so would love to see you all on Thursday at 3 p.m. sharp. All right. Thank you all. Pleasure to be the part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa.